Merry meet and fare thee well. Settle in for a story with me, Astin Gaël. Thank you so much for being here today. This is your daily collective message for Thursday, April the 9th. If you are not following the magic shop on BlueSky, the link to do so is in the description box down below. Over there, you will find daily astrological insights, what's going on with you, what's going on in the world, what's going on with the people around you. If you are enjoying the daily collective messages and you would like to purchase a short story of your very own, the link to the Buy Me a Coffee is also in the description box down below. Over there, you will find regular blog postings that are not behind a paywall. We are currently working our way through the alphabet, and I'm choosing random words and their antonyms, exploring the etymology, the definition, and sprinkling in a little bit of personal life stories. Okay, let's find out what our theme for the short story will be today. We are working our way through what there is to love about a man to highlight the healthy aspects of men and masculinity. Memories. He remembers it like it was yesterday. He was with his father. They were playing checkers, and he triple jumped his daddy for a stupendous victory. He was delirious. He didn't understand why Dad got so mad or why he stayed that way for so long. It was the summer before junior high, and he was playing at the beach. A freckle-faced girl with ribbons in her hair came by, giggling with her friends. And he felt something warm and tingly that he had never felt before. He told his mom about it, and she told him never again to think such filthy thoughts. His platoon was taking a village, and the sounds of crying women and children nearly drowned out the drone of the jets. Gym class was over, and it was time to hit the showers, and suddenly half the football team circled him and pointed and laughed. He remembers the first time softness of skin against his own, the blustery day they got the color TV, the sweet, tart taste of his grandmother's blue ribbon cherry pie. Some things he'll never forget. 3, 2, 1 on the timer as I looked down there. I wish it was as easy as 1, 2, 3 or 3, 2, 1 to pull up memories, but similar to this excerpt, jumping from place to place and memory to memory, that is how memories are. And not just for those of us who have mental illnesses that come with amnesia. It's a fact of life that the more times you look back into the past, the less clear your vision will be. The less true the stories you tell will be. Does it mean we shouldn't go back and remember it all? No, I don't believe that at all. Does it mean we should abstain from living there, wallowing in the past? Yes. Yes. I'd venture to say that the more time spent in memories, the less comfortable one is in the present. And That's the goal. Be comfortable in the present. Be here now. All right. Deck of Chaos. Wow, okay. Ace of Wands. That's the same way we started out yesterday. All right, so there is a new idea coming to you, possibly from a memory, possibly from reminiscing. It is a idea that is helping you reshape how you feel about being left out. Yeah, so gym class was over and it was time to hit the showers, and suddenly half the football team circled and pointed and laughed. You're returning to a somewhat traumatic memory of being bullied or, you know, having your flaws or otherness pointed out. And this is sparking a new idea about yourself, a new idea for a book, a song, a piece of art. Four of Wands, Eight of Wands, and the word Fairchild. Fairchild. That sounds like a last name. So-and-so Fairchild. And it sounds like, the last name of someone that's very well-to-do. There's also like images of a picnic table coming through with this, the back of this card. 8 and 4 make 12, and 12 breaks down to 3. The 3 of Wands. Needless to say, this is about moving forward. In your home life, you might literally physically be moving. There is incoming news, possibly from this Fairchild, this well-to-do person. It's also it's well-to-do. It's also it sounds like the name of like a law office. So-and-so, so-and-so, and so-and-so. Like, how it's always like 3 different last names or 2 different last names. Baker and Brown Law Office. So, okay, you could be expecting something from a law office, possibly something about like an inheritance or a foreclosure or something about a home loan. This could relate to a past relationship, a past marriage, or a passed over loved one. Okay, give me some clarification for the Ace of Wands. You are reframing that memory of being left out, ridiculed, mocked by reminding yourself that this is not your fault. So you might be speaking words over yourself. It is not my fault. It was not my fault. I do not accept blame. I release myself of shame. Shackles of guilt are loosened. It is not my fault. It was not my fault. I don't accept any of your blame. I rebuke the shame you project. The chains hold me back no more. It is not my fault. It was not my fault. Your blame is yours to bear. Shame does not control me or my emotions any longer. It is not my fault. It was not my fault. There's no blame to ascribe. No one is at fault. It is what it is. Returning to yesterday's message about being at ease, until you stop ascribing blame to others or taking on the blame of others, you will continue to be at dis-ease. Accepting responsibility for things that you have actually done is growth, is a path forward. Continuing to accept blame that is really just a projection of shame is stagnation. If you do not need to apologize, then do not. If you have done nothing wrong, you do not need to apologize. It seems to me that there is a memory that has been haunting you, that may begin haunting you, and it's being projected onto you by someone who feels as if you owe them an apology. It is not your fault. Clarify the Four of Cups. This person has body image issues, and it seems that they either blame you for them. How that is your fault, I have no idea. Did you force feed them 3 gallons of ice cream? I'm assuming not. Unless you're into the kink community, and by all means, I do not shame for whatever kink you choose, but I'm assuming that not very many people are consensually force feeding one another copious amounts of ice cream. Whatever the case, this person has body issues, and somehow the blame has been put on you. Maybe it's jealousy. They are jealous of the way you look. They are projecting shame onto you, hoping that you will console them about the way they look. Clarify the Four of Wands. Yeah. You are on the precipice of a celebration because you have spat out the poison that has been bubbling up inside via these projections. This is jealousy. This is competition. This is like someone choosing you to be their gym buddy because they covet you. They covet your body. And so rather than, just one loving and accepting their body for how it is, or two, working on their own to develop their body to look similar to yours, which is kind of asinine because we're all different genetics, heights, weights. Like, these are all things that, while changeable only to a certain extent, I could pick a 5'9" gym buddy and aspire to grow. But, no matter how many more testosterone injections I take, I'm not shooting up, It's not making me any taller. It would be silly for me to aspire to a body that I can't have. But that's what this person does. They aspire to things that they cannot have. And similarly, this news about an inheritance or a home foreclosure, they view they view money very similarly. They aspire to amounts of money that they most likely will never get. And they also find themselves jealous of people with less than them, possibly because they're not as motivated by money. Clarify the Eight of Wands. This person would like to, when they share the news, or when you get the news about this house inheritance, the news from the law office, this person would like for you to view them as a safe person to share this information with, and also share this treasure with. Like I said, they aspire to money that they can't have. It's not theirs. Yeah, I ain't saying she a gold digger, but she ain't messing with no broke. Yeah, it's definitely giving that energy. Somebody has seen, going back to that Three of Wands, they've seen forward movement, growth happening for you. And whether that is getting you closer towards this inheritance, I don't know how it would, like, I don't know how you growing causes a loved one to die, but you know, maybe that's the case. Maybe this is more just like a spiritual inheritance. This is a, like, for lack of a better word, divine anointing over your head. And they want to play a part in it for sure, but they themselves are not a safe person. It's so funny because I didn't think I was gonna mention this in the videos, but on my way to the studio today, I was ba da 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 da, just dance walking my way on the ground, not looking at anything around. And I look down and I am this close to stepping on a slippery snake, okay? This freaking close. Now, look, I didn't hear a rattle because I had my headphones on my head, and I did not look very closely at the fella because look, as soon as I realized who he was, I picked up my pace and started walking away and checking behind me every few steps to make sure he wasn't following, okay? But I have no idea if he was a danger noodle. I just know that almost stepping on him is kind of reminding me about this person that has body image issues, that projects them on other people, that wants to be seen as a safe space, someone that you can talk to, and you're just like, no, no, you a snake. And I'm not sure if you a poisonous snake, but you a snake. And I am not dance walking my way through life anymore, okay? Yeah. Okay, final message. I'm actually going to try to clarify with a character card who this person is, because we know that it's possibly somebody from your past, possibly somebody that you were either married to or in love with, but we got those character cards to clarify. But final message. In this discovery, this spark, realizing that things are not your fault, you are clearing yourself of a lot of cravings, a lot of desire for things of the flesh. I sound so pastoral. Yes, but according to Buddhism, when we are on fire for sex, power, money, fame, you name it, the things that, spark our fires, we are, stuck in samsara, honestly. They go so far as to say holding on to the will to live is keeping one stuck in a cycle of death and rebirth. It is when you fully let go of the need to satisfy those cravings and go on living that you are able to cool yourself, that you are able to find ease. somewhere in that ease, you start finding you. Who are you? The caterpillar in Alice in Wonderland says. You know yourself from the inside out. You know what you like, you know what you dislike, you know how you feel, you know how you don't feel, you know what you think, and you know what you don't think. You know what I'm saying? You are comfortable answering, I don't actually know. People who are still diseased are not comfortable admitting that they don't know what they think. Okay. Oh, oh, okay. I think my deck wants me to ask it a question before I try to find an answer. Can we find out who this person is? The pizza in the reverse. They are an imbalanced individual. Their masculine and feminine energies are either at war with one another or they are severely out of balance. They do not have the ability to see. They're probably still wrapped up in craving and desire. You are the sun, I am the moon. You are the words, I am the tune. Play me. They're a bit of a player. Yeah, they're a bit of a player. They like to use their words to fancy, to fascinate, and they like to toy with people's emotions. I mean, this is very out of balanced energies. So someone from your past, you may have been married to them. You may have just been in some sort of partnership or relationship with them. They have body image issues. They're out of balance. They would like to be seen as a safe person, but they are not. And they want what's coming for you. So take care of yourself. Protect what is yours. And until next time, be well, be you.